Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Let me tell you why. I shopped for a very long time to look for the right excavator for my property. Look at this, which I've rented a case 1.7 ton. I think it's a 1.7 ton. A number of times to dig this part out, and I just continue to have things to dig out. So I thought about buying the Chinese excavator. I have a lot of friends in China, interesting culture, manufacturing all these new excavators. But I didn't go that route. And I know that's like the the correct route, not the correct. What is it? I don't know. That's like the hip route to go right now. But let me show you what I got for maybe less even than what some of the Chinese diesel excavators go. And I'm talking about excavators in that, let's just call it 12 to 18K price range. So let's walk up this street. It just got delivered this morning. We'll talk about a couple things that came as problems with it. Real quick before I go too far up the hill, this is where I placed the dirt from excavating on that hillside I was just at, to make basically this whole spot a little bit bigger. This is another project that will be continual. I actually kind of want it to go down the hill and make kind of a driveway down there for more parking. Our just whole system here has bad parking. But we'll get into that once we get up here. Take a look at my new Mini X. Okay, as you can see, this is a Kubota KX 18.4 1.8 ton. This is a 2014, and I just ran it around. It runs smoothly. It's got some rust on it. I think that's the worst part of it, like particularly on the rollover protection system. There's some rust, but we're gonna take it behind. It's probably super loud. We're gonna take it down the hill. It's a pretty steep grade, so you know, hopefully everything's functional on it. But yeah, just some cosmetic stuff. 2014. It's got about 1,100 hours. If you stick around, I'll tell you exactly what I paid for it. I did buy it from a dealer, so you know that's gonna cost more. I mean, they put their sticker on it, but not very good. So we'll take that off. But let's drive it down the hill and see what kind of work it can do. It's always hard to tell on video how steep something is. I should probably buckle up my safety belt, huh? Aha! Found it. All right, seatbelt's on. I got the bucket really close to the ground. I think we're going at an incredible rate. 1.2 miles per hour. Just touched the bucket, it tapped it on the concrete a little. So I would say that was probably the steepest part. It does get a little steeper down here. All right, so what do we think? This machine obviously could use a bigger machine here to scrape away at the caliche, but I think in one of those clips you would have saw me dig out this rock. It takes a couple of scrapes, that's heavy rock caliche, Texas. We're in Texas Hill Country. So here in Texas Hill Country, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like boulders under there that are like impossible to break through where you need a breaker. You could kind of just claw away at them and then they'll break apart into naturally decent sized chunks and you can move them along. But most of it's just really dense, sort of sandy dirt, clay, what have you. So these things do pretty well. And I still need to dig out this more. I need to dig out a bunch of this. I'm gonna have to like kind of build up a little dirt area here in order to reach the high points. And then I'm gonna excavate further out. I'm gonna bring down this tree. If you can see this tree here, bigger tree, this tree right on the other side. And basically what it enables is someone to come in here exactly where this is parked, the excavator, back in and turn around. Right now we don't have a great turnaround system. So that's its intent. Why did I buy this over a Chinese machine? In fact, I look at Rippa quite a bit, talked to a dealer here. They seem to be trying to switch me over to a rhinoceros machine that claims to be 2-ton. There was also the AGTs. You know, I looked at the Huayee. Being that I've been in China a lot, I should know how to say that, but that's kind of the in vogue machine right now, the Huayee. And I don't remember the model, the 18. And I looked at the Shy versions too, the Pro versions. The biggest reason I got this was parts replacement. Obviously, Kubota dealerships are all around here, so if I need a part to replace, attachments are easier to find, track replacements, you name it, it's all easier to find, it's easier to get work done on. So that is obviously a factor. It is obviously not a new machine. So let me, it's got 1,000 hours on it, or 1,100 hours, but you know, 1,100 hour Kubota that you can actually repair with a good maintenance history, other than just sitting outside and getting some rust, is pretty reliable, going to be a pretty reliable machine, I think, long term. There's definitely like some wear on the hose covers, but we can replace those. Definitely needs a quick attach bucket. Obviously attachments are more expensive, but you can even get aftermarket attachments on eBay and stuff like that for these machines. It only came with the one bucket, where, you know, you can kind of wheel and deal on the Chinese rigs. The thing is, like, a brand new, I believe it was a Huayee 18, whatever model that is, it was about 18 grand. So what do you think I paid for this? 1,100 hours on it. It's from a dealer. Talked to him multiple times about the condition of it. They wanted, I think, 15.8 for it originally. That's what they listed it as. I offered 15 flat, I believe. Yeah, that's correct. 15 flat. And then because it was from a dealer, had to pay taxes on it. And I did have it delivered for 600 bucks. So all said and done, it was closer to like 16 for the machine delivered, which is kind of the price that matters. Let's look at the back though. Oh, it was unlocked. So here's a look inside the engine compartment, and it honestly looks quite clean, other than this little nest here, which we'll investigate. It's kind of breaking through. Everything else looks pretty good. Kubota original filter, drain water, fluid's good, fuel filter, made in Japan D902. So the machine itself looks quite good. You know, the rear has some scrapes and some rust going on. I would probably try to buff that out. Wonder how heavy this is to pull off. I don't know. What do you guys think? Good deal, bad deal? Would you have bought the new Chinese machine? What do you think? I've only operated the case and I feel like I don't remember the controls being the same direction, but it's been a minute since I operated an excavator, so I probably just don't have the little flow down yet. But there's no sway in the boom, so if I push the boom, it's not rocking back and forth, which is a bad sign. So when you buy an excavator, do that. Ironically enough, I sold my tractor to pay for this, and that may or may not have been a mistake because I still need a loader to move all the dirt that gets excavated. So, you know, that's always going to be a little bit of a issue until I get a loader of some sort, a skid steer, another tractor, a telehandler with a bucket. We'll get more into that in the future. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to shovel this dirt or dump it into a wheelbarrow and then move the wheelbarrow. Very much a poor man's style of excavation, but we'll get it done. Next up, we got to get down this tree. Probably the biggest tree I've ever felled. So let me know in the comments, did I get a good deal, bad deal? Should I just went the Chinese route? You tell me, I don't know. We'll find out over time as well.